You commit? You're not only going to graduate here with a 4-year degree, we're going to win a national championship together.
Look, guys, I just want to thank my teammates, especially my O-line. Without them, this opportunity wouldn't be possible.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. It's because...
I want to thank everyone for showing up today.
I want to take a moment to thank all the coaches who helped me along the way. It's because of them.
Hey, don't forget to thank your mom. Never forget to thank your mom. Mind telling me where you're going to be signing?
Actually, it's why I'm hiding in here.
Well, I know you'll make the right choice. And if you need any advice, I'm always here.
Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, anytime. Actually, I've been meaning to run into you. Hello? Hello?
Who's it gonna be?
Okay, okay.
Great decision, no pressure.
Ready, set, hot, hot.
With this team's star starting quarterback out, they're turning to a kid who's never taken a snap in college. Not one.
Look, their game plan isn't complicated. Drop back, scan the field, and throw it to Isaiah Street. That's what got them to the college football playoff, and that's what's going to keep them in this game.
Drop back, scan, and throw. We're not sure the new kid can do any of these things. Don't you think that's a little harsh, Snape? 4 years ago, he was a 5-star recruit. They had high hopes for this dude.
Does not say something right there. What happened to that trust?
Coach, you want to see me?
Come in. I want you to be the first to know that Marcus Washington decommitted last night. And he's coming here.
What? That doesn't make any sense. You said I was going to be the starter.
He's the #1 recruit in the country, son. And there's no guarantees in college football. I'm sorry.
I'm not going anywhere. Bring him in. I'll win the job. You'll see.
If you're the coach, how do you let 5-star talent waste away on the bench for this long?
No. Better question is, if you're a young 5-star recruit, why do you stay with a coach that doesn't play you?
Because he's got something to prove. To who? To that coaching staff, man. I mean, the same group of guys who spent the last 4 years telling him you're not good enough. He's got to prove it to those guys.
Yeah, take this.
All right, gentlemen. Like Coach and I always say, the second you step off this bus, you're on a business trip. We got a lot of work to do, so let's get to it. Oh, you ask me, you're the guy to get it done.
Hey, JoJo. Ooh, lose weight. I did. Yes. Glad you noticed. Hey, boy.
Game day, baby, game day.
Get in there. Whoa, whoa. The event staff is around the corner, you see. Hey, babe, go on in there.
Uh-huh.
This is for players and coaches only.
I'm here to play Oklahoma.
What?
The Sooners, yeah.
You? Okay. What's your name?
That's me.
That's you?
Yeah,
Well, I know who you are, but, go ahead.
I'm the quarterback.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You're the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't look so surprised. It's my job to know the roster. I'm Taylor Bennett. I'm working the sidelines tonight.
Okay, cool. Nice to meet you.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna record them.
Okay.
All right. So we all know your situation tonight, but we really don't know much about you as a quarterback. How would you describe your style of play?
Oh, well, oh man.
Hey, what's up, man?
I like to keep the defense guessing. If there's a lane, I'll find it and go.
Okay. Now, how about your personality? Or better yet, how would your teammates describe you?
How my teammates describe me.
Yeah, were you intense? You were cutthroat, a great leader, a jokester? Give me something.
I guess you could say I always stay engaged with my teammates. As you go about the week, I want to make sure everyone's prepared and ready to do their job when we come there for game day.
So a real team-first, team-player guy.
Yeah, sure, you can say that.
Yo, Taylor. Hey, can I borrow him for a second?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Wait, hold up. You're a Heisman voter, right? Hey, I'm coming for that award next year. Look out for me.
Oh, I will.
Okay. All right, listen. You ready, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah? Because winning the national championship means everything to me. All right, I made a promise to my brother. And since I can't throw the ball to myself, we need to be on the same page, you feel me?
I got you, man. Got you.
All right.
Here we go! And Lobo. Go! Come on, set! 30 pace, let's go! Hut, hut! Set, ready! Set, go! Ready! Hut, hut! Let's go, let's go, let's go! 60 orange! Hut, hut! Here we go! Set! 50! Land! Set, go! Here we go! Here we go! 60 outlaw! Let go! Ready, ready, ready! Set, hut! Let's go now, let's go now, let's go now! Set, ready, go! Ready, ready! Ready, go! Okay, break! Ready, ready! Ready! Ready, ready! Set, hut! Go! Ready, break! Hut, hut!
Easiest pitch and catch. And you do that tonight, and we move on.
All right, I just talked to Coach. He insists on going with a simplified game plan for you tonight.
What do you think?
Well, his thinking is we keep it simple, you don't get overwhelmed, and then we rely on the defense to do their part.
Wait, hold on. This is a joke?
All right, look, Coach just wants to put him in the best position to succeed.
No, this ain't high school ball, man. All right, this is the semifinals. If we go out there and simplify, they're gonna destroy us. Come on, this is crazy, right? Right?
Agreed. Coach needs to wake up. I'm ready for this.
Forget about him, man.
Listen, I don't care how much you played, you're a leader on this team. Leaders, sometimes they have to do what's right, even if they don't like it.
Got it, Coach. I got you.
Yeah?
Well, outside it's a rare Texas snowstorm, but we are indoors here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And tonight it's the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Texas Longhorns.
What's up, bro? Good luck tonight.
Thanks.
Hey, man, don't listen to the critics. You got all the talent in the world. Just go out there and put on a show.
Thanks. Means a lot.
All right, man. Hit me up when you get to the league.
Yeah.
For the right to play for a national championship next Monday night in Santa Clara, we are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here we go, his first collegiate snap as the Longhorns have the football, 1st and 10. They will let him throw here on the very first play. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
He can't get him down. Brushing off defenders. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Longhorns have taken the early lead. So make that one drive, one touchdown for the college career of our quarterback.
And we don't have to worry about it, but what if this drive had gone badly? Think about the spiral he could have fell into, the self-doubt, but zero doubt on that drive, in control right from the start.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. Fulton sets to pass it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kane. Oklahoma, such a proud football tradition, seeking their 8th national title. They were winners 3 times way back in the 50s, back-to-back champs in the 70s, and then added titles in 85 and in the year 2000, but they haven't won it since. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Texas offense set to take over again. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Sparks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. A good throw there, but boy, a tough situation for this offense, for this program, really. When you think about it, Marcus Washington, 4-year starter, that is caught for a Longhorns touchdown as his guys are in for 6. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Fulton to throw. Throw left side on target to Kane, complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Fulton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Kane.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'll set up a throw. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The punter for Texas out on the field as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
He continues to make plays, and he looks terrific out there right now. But what I really liked, the way he's controlled this huddle, playing with a lot of confidence, and that confidence has been transmitted to the rest of the team.
They give to Slay here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football department.
Absolutely. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Extra point attempt to come here.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. On the ground, it's Gold. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this will be scooped up by the defense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escapes the defender. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. So a blistering start to this 1st half. We wondered how this young quarterback would handle the pressure, and there is a lot of pressure. Well, how about 3 first-half touchdown passes? So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Go. 15-1. 15-1. Check right. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's going the other way. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
He'll look to throw. Going for it. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Casey Sparks, 29 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, for anyone out there who was worried about how this quarterback would fare, he has proven all the doubters wrong. That is now 4 first-half touchdown passes. Just sensational. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got Gore. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 20. Late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Able to spin free. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Longhorn fans, they're saying Marcus who? They've got the big lead as we reach halftime.
Who's up? We up. Who's up? We up. Let's go.
Okay, just checking in with you. How do you feel about the first half?
That's how we're playing. Let's go.
We had a great first half. We keep doing what we're doing, we might win this thing.
There's a lot of wheeze in that sentence. It's a good thing to recognize your teammates, but you remember you're leading the charge tonight, all right? So get out there and let's put this thing away. Second half. Let's go.
Hey.
Coach.
Really good job out there in the first half. I should have trusted you more. That's on me.
I'm over it. All that matters is the win.
All right. Can you handle it if I open up the playbook a little bit in the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get him.
Thanks, Coach.
All right.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half in this semifinal matchup from Arlington. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Sooners set to take over again. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
There's this out for Streets. It's caught at the 10. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. This is really something. For a guy that had 0 touchdown passes in 4 years, heck, 0 passes in 4 years, period, he's come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And there was a lot of talk about maybe them simplifying this offense. Well, forget that. He's done everything that Marcus Washington had done previously and then some. The offense for Oklahoma back out there on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
They'll look to throw here, and this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. Casey Sparks. His second touchdown of the night. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes now. You think about this being a guy who held a clipboard for 4 years, never played, didn't take a snap. And in this game, he couldn't have played any better if he had started 50 games. He's just been on point all game long. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Running it with Gold. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, it's Griffin. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
It's complete. It's Gore. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one. And got his man. Complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Well, this is just getting ridiculous now, folks. 7 touchdown passes. He's making up for lost time. He's putting 4 years of stats into 1 football game. By the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Cut it left. Cut it left.
On first down, Gold. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On play action, they'll throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Gold. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
No, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. He'll return it from the 6, and shedding through the tackle. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Longhorns offense has not missed a beat, and that Texas fan base, it is large, it is loud, it is proud, and they can start to smell it now. They are about to be headed for a national title game as they start out on this drive here, 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So, Charles, let's look ahead. This is the first of 2 semifinals on this night, so we don't know the opponent yet, but you'd have to think that the road will get tougher from here.
I'd have to agree with that because now there's going to be film and no game plan for him. But you look at...
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
They'll drop the throw. Throw left side complete. It's Edwards. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And now running right through it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
On the carry, this is Slay. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Going ground game with Slay. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
First seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. There's so much made about the fact that we got a quarterback who's never seen the field in a college football game. But you go back to his high school days, he's played in front of crowds. Maybe not quite this size, but it wasn't abnormal for them to have 15,000, 20,000 people in the stands at his high school games. And the numbers from his senior year as a prepster, impressive. Led his team to a 14-0 record, threw for close to 47. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 38 and put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
Let's go, yeah.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So behind an utterly unbelievable game in the first college start for their senior quarterback, the Texas Longhorns are moving on to play for a national title on Monday, January the 7th.
I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
How's a gutsy performance out there tonight? You took us to a national championship when nobody, and I mean nobody, expected you to. And for what it's worth, I'm really glad you stayed 4 years ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby, we going to the chip. Woo. One more game, baby.
We got this, man.
Oh, yeah. Football's my life, man. But you got to stay grounded in what's important. So I got a little surprise for you.
Isaiah!
Em, looking good, Emily. Oh, and I'm loving this hat.
Thank you.
Oh.
Absolutely. Is that magenta? Fuchsia? What color is that?
Okay. Hey, I bet he'd probably be good at off the board, huh?
Yeah.
Look, Emily has the best games.
Okay. If you had a unicorn, would you want its mane to be purple or pink?
Well.
Well, these are both tough, but good options. I think I'm gonna have to go with purple.
Purple. No, look. You see, look, you don't pick from the options given. All right, the game is in the name. Off the board. Now it's playing. Okay, look, if I had a unicorn, I'd have a mane that matches its horn. Silver.
I'd go with onyx.
Onyx? Okay. I told you, she's a pro.
Hey, how are you? Todd Atwood. I'm Emily's dad.
Hi.
Can I talk to you for a second? She's too shy to ask, but Emily wanted to know if you could do something for her in the national championship game.
Yeah, of course. Anything.
She wanted you to throw 3 touchdowns.
3? I thought I said 4.
4 touchdowns? Is that okay?
Well, 4 touchdowns is a lot.
Yeah, but how can you turn down this face? Look at that.
But I'll see what I can do.
Yes.
Don't worry. He'll do it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to see you again.
Great to see you too.
It was nice to meet you, Emily.
You too.
All right.
We're days away from the national championship game, and there is one big question on everyone's mind. Can lightning strike twice? Last week, we saw a quarterback with no game day experience lead his team to victory in the college football playoff semifinal. Kyle, is this kid good enough to win a championship?
Not at all.
That's it?
No, that's
No?
it. But hold on. I don't think he has to be. And let me tell you what I mean. There is so much talent on that team on both sides of the ball. Manage the game. Don't make the big mistake. I think they have a real shot. I do.
Kyle, we don't like managers of the game here at the table. Very boring, just like your shirt. I feel you, but I disagree. The team has a ton of talent, but they're going to need this dude to make some plays. They're not going to win if they hand the ball off 50 times.
You two be nice. You, Peter Schrager, do you think he'll rise to the challenge?
I do, as long as the pressure doesn't get to him.
Yeah, for real. And he's about to feel that pressure. Listen, there's a lot of weight on this dude's shoulders right now. He wins this game, he punches his ticket to the NFL. He loses, and we'll see, I guess.
And then if you're a coach, how do you handle this? What do you say to a kid that has so much to lose on that field?
Hey, can I talk to you a minute?
Sure, Coach.
You know, I know it's hard to shut out all the noise. And it's a lot of pressure. The only thing that we can control is what's right in front of us. And what's right in front of us is a game of football. Same rules as always. So you gotta take a step back. All right? You gotta breathe it in. You find a way to appreciate this moment, this time with your teammates, take in the crowd. Man, you do that, and everything gets real quiet. All right? So breathe, take it in. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about.
I got you, Coach. Yeah, thanks.
Good.
Yeah.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Clemson Tigers taking on the Texas Longhorns. Here we go, the matchup we've all been waiting for. Number 1 versus number 2, and off we go in the College Football Playoff National Championship in Santa Clara. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Cooper operating from the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
16 yards, a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play, but it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it, and 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it. We've spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It's a big play there. 45 yards. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain there of 21 yards.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Longhorns have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 now for Clemson. From the gun, Cooper. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simpson. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Clemson, of course, back in the college football playoff for the 4th consecutive year. Champions in the 2016 season. Trying to make it 2 titles in 3 years if they can get things done. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and bond. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football. I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson. From 6 yards away. And Clemson has taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point up and through. And the lead is now 10-7. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense for the Longhorns getting ready to begin their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. If you were with us for the semifinal, and he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Longhorns have the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on, set. AP Gator.
Now Cooper on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
On 2nd down now, Jewell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Fielded at the 33. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Texas here in the college football playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near...
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A big-time sack there on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Cooper. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Cooper looking to throw on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Texas offense set to take over again. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to spend some time afterwards with the All-American receiver and his new quarterback.
And folks out there should see how Isaiah's face lights up when the discussion turns to the young lady he calls M, and the inspiration that he takes from her fight. It's really something special to see. He makes a point to call her from the locker room after every game, and he says, listen now.
And that's caught inside the 30. Let's go, man. What a story this would be. Texas 1 half away from a national championship.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it. Hey, you know how much this means to me, right?
Of course I do.
Then make it happen.
Okay, man.
Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Defense.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw here. Airs this out for Streets. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. 23 yards to pick up there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker.
That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown from a yard out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Just 1 half remains in the college football season as we begin the 2nd half of this national championship game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
30 base. Watch the left. Watch the slip. Ready.
Back to throw is Cooper. Off the play fake. Simpson reels it in over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's caught. And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown from 17 yards out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. There you go, Charles. Apparently all she had to do was ask. How about that? His 4th touchdown pass in this championship game.
Give her credit for asking. Give him credit for living up to it. And I bet they're both relieved that there won't be another game. She might ask for 8 touchdown passes in that one.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
60 outlaw. Alert 3. Alert 3. Snap.
And this is Simpson with a catch. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter.
He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 49 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Cooper now to throw on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a first down.
one thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
When you get your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Now Cooper looks to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And always going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So that one will be accepted.
Automatic first down.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he spins free. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because...
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Jermaine Slay, 39 yards. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Clemson now with a 1st and 10. Going to hand to Jewell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it...
And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 23-yard run. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
And that play was run exactly as it was drawn up. He followed his blockers all the way into the end zone. Good vision by the runner behind terrific blocking.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Go now. 8 lead.
6-man. Cooper throwing on first down. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeah, they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cooper will look to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw. Cooper is going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Cooper. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Ready? Recon, 132 fighter.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And right side, Henry's got it. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's going the other way.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
How about this story? Behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap at a college football game until 9 days ago, they are the national champions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Texas Longhorns.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you, man. This is great. Thank you.
A perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrated with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... You know, none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
See? This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! Let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.
Right. Right. Okay, yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, he's actually right here. Okay, hang on.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going? It's Emily's dad. Look, I know that you got a lot on your plate, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to tell you that Emily's out of her surgery, and she is doing great. She got to see the game and everything. You have made a fan for life in her.
Thank you so much for the kind words. Please have Emily stay in touch.
I will. Thank you. All right, bye.
Take care.
Feeling, baby?
College football season's wrapped up and the draft is 2 months away. Today, we kick off the NFL Scouting Combine. Over the next 7 days, more than 300 college prospects will run, jump, catch, and throw for NFL coaches and scouts. Kyle, who's your player to watch?
Okay, it's the mythical backup quarterback who just won a national championship. This guy who's played in two games, and we're saying maybe a third-round pick? Come on, the hype is unreal.
Kyle, he did win a national championship.
Yes, he did. It was incredible. Peter, 8 quarters of football, third-round pick. Get out of here.
If he blows up the combine like some people expect, he could be a first-round draft
No way. No, Nate, no way.
Listen, this isn't a particularly strong draft class for the quarterback position. And you know when that happens, teams get desperate for that QB, and they start to reach a little bit.
Guess we'll find out soon.